Hi and welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting half of the event tonight and then I'm going to be handing it over to Jay. But we're super excited because we've got the amazing Kylie who is launching her business tonight, so we can't wait to hear from her. But what we do is literally get on a couple of times throughout the week and just share our stories and our journey with an amazing program, product and opportunity. For myself, I found this amazing program, product and opportunity 2.5 years ago. I was working full-time, trading time for money, as a lot of us do. But at that time, I'd literally only just gone back to work. My baby was 11 months old and my eldest was 3 years old. So they were put into full-time care, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. I must have had rocks in my head. And I went into a new job on promotion. So I'd actually switched from one government agency to another, from the Defence Force to Department of Human Services. So a new job to learn, lots more commuting, very stressful, and needless to say, I was juggling too much and I started to get really sick, both mentally and physically. I could clearly wasn't coping with trying to do everything to the ability that I was happy with, trying to be a great mum, trying to learn my new job, trying to keep the house balance of being the cook, the clean, and all those other crazy little jobs that come up. Everything started to fall from around me. And I think the biggest thing was I was building relationships with people you didn't really care about, and other people were building relationships with my children, and I was literally missing my husband. We were, switching over days and nights and just not seeing each other. So for me, something definitely had to change. I'm super holistic. I love health. I love wellness. But in this new job, I just was not taking care of myself. Therefore, that overflowed into my family. So for me, a post came up. It was health. It was wellness. It was whole foods. Work around your family. All you needed was a smart device. All these cool little things that really grabbed me and hit some of my values. But it did sound too good to be true. And I was very skeptical. I've owned a traditional business myself, and I, worked my butt off in that restaurant for 3 years while I was in the defence. Crazy again. But as you can tell, I was very career driven. I had to go at a lot of things. But I didn't want to get trapped into that again. But I asked this girl hundreds of questions, and she slowly but surely responded to all those questions, and then asked me if I'd heard of the Juicy Body Transformation, which I hadn't, which I absolutely love now, or had I heard of Juice Plus. And that's when I got excited, because I had literally been researching Juice Plus maybe 3 months prior to seeing this opportunity, and it was purely for my husband. Wasn't thinking about me, and that's the case with most mums, I think, or most women. We think about everyone else around us before ourselves. But my husband literally only eats meat, potato, white pasta, white rice. That is it. Even if I get the smallest bit of vegetable in his dinner, he starts gagging. And you know what? He very rarely gets sick, but I was worried about inflammation for him in the future, because both of our dads suffer heavily from joint inflammation, and I just didn't want that for him. So once I realised that Juice Plus had an opportunity with it, I thought, what the hell, let's get the whole family on it. Let's get me on it. I don't think it's going to do much for me. I eat super healthy, whatever, let's just try it. Get hubby on it, get the kids on it. But within 4 months of me taking it and saying yes to the business, I saw amazing results. And what I also saw was a whole lot of people around me that maybe I just didn't really see truly, that they were suffering. And like everyone really, sickness is becoming more and more aware to us now and more noticeable, because we do seem to be getting sicker. But within that 4 months, I'd shared this and helped enough people within my first 4 months that I was able to go part-time. And literally, I was working full-time and working this around my kids. So how did I even do that? Like, I didn't feel like I'd done anything. I literally just shared a few posts on social media and with some close friends and family. So I thought, wow, if I could go part-time by just doing what I did before, maybe if I actually showed people and what this amazing product and program could do, maybe I could leave this job. And literally that's what I did, head down, bum up. And by the 10-month mark, I was able to quit. So I've been with the government for 12 years, never considered being a stay-at-home mum. But after 10 months of me sharing this amazing business opportunity program product, I was able to quit that job, be a stay-at-home mum, and it's been the best thing I've ever done for my family, for my relationship with my husband, for my health. And then I've been able to invest that more into the community and with more friends, family, beautiful people that I meet each and every day, which has been really amazing. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for over 40 years now, so it's definitely not a new fad and something that's going to be around forever. Something that we are ahead of in the game in so many areas, because I'm actually starting to see that the supermarkets are having a bit of a go at what we're about, but they're way off, like 40 years off. Juice Plus is all designed about inspiring healthy living around the world. Okay, it's not designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form, but it's there to bridge the gap. Bridge the gap between what you are eating, what you should be eating, and what you nutritionally require. Our hero product is our fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. Okay, these are amazing. It gives you an extra variety of 27 plus fruits, vegetables, and berries every day into your body at the cellular nutrition rate, which is pretty amazing. All right, and look, you know, for me, remember, I was that crazy person that was already eating a lot. I was juicing, smoothing, and eating my 3 to 5 meals a day. I love food. I'm always eating. But I really didn't get the concept of how depleted our fruits and vegetables are. Look, don't go out there and start eating packets of chips and things like that because you realise that our fruits and vegetables aren't that great anymore. Obviously, they're 100 times better than all those naughty things. But our fruits and vegetables compared to what our grandparents were eating 40 years ago is very depleted. Firstly, our farming, the way we haven't been doing the right farming procedures for so long, so our vegetables are being grown in depleted soil, so therefore they're not getting all the nutrients in as they're growing. They're not vine ripened. So vine ripening means that's the rest of the nutrients. The biggest part of the nutrients go into the fruits and vegetables literally in the last 24 to 48 hours. But we don't want to eat them vine ripened because they don't taste so great. They're losing their colour, they're getting a bit soft. That, you know, they just don't have that taste and texture that we want to eat. And then they're sometimes picked before prime ripening purely because our supermarkets require it. It's for our needs. So sprays, waxes, chemicals popped on those produce to have that long journey out to us or through the farming process. And then it gets to our supermarkets where we purchase it, we wash it, we peel it and we pip it, and then in some cases we even cook. There goes half the nutrients, even more than that in some cases, because, you know, an orange, for instance, 80% of the nutrients is in the peel and we don't eat it. So it's crazy. But the fruits, vegetables, and berries in here are very different, all right? These are grown on farms that have absolutely beautiful soil, like 6 to 8 meters deep of nutritionally dense soil, all right? Our farms are 3 generations old in some cases, and the fruits and vegetables do get to be vine ripened because we're not eating them. They're going to go into our factories from there, so there's no need for any sprays, waxes, or chemicals because our factories are co-located. The fruit, all our beautiful produce goes into the factories where it's washed and cleaned. Then it goes through a pulping process, which is cool because obviously we've been juicing for a long time, but we're losing so many nutrients from the produce, including the peel and pip again. But, you know, there goes the fibre, there goes half the enzymes, all through that process, and we're just left with, you know, a sugary drink half the time. But we do have a pulping process, which is amazing, and this includes the peel, the pip, some of the stem and stalk even. And the only thing that sort of comes away from that in the pulping process is the liquid, coincidentally sugar and fructose levels. So that comes down quite low. Then in a cooling process, not a heating process, it's turned into a powder form, encapsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. Our capsule is all plant-based. Our capsule is used in various pharmaceuticals around the world because it's so unique and very clever. So the whole produce itself is all plant-based. I love the fact that we come under TGA as a whole foods. We don't come under supplements. We don't come under weight loss. We come under the hardest one for any product to come into Australia, New Zealand, and that is whole foods. Okay, so that's something that we get to brag about, which is pretty cool. And it's also the most heaviliest backed research product in the world under whole foods, which is pretty awesome as well. Okay, yes, we help pay for those studies and those researchers that go into Juice Plus, and it's on these beautiful products here. You know, the results speak for themselves. So we've obviously got that, and we've got the research, which is pretty amazing. All right, these are beautiful blends in them, okay, and I can read that. I love that the label, I can read it. I don't need to bring out a dictionary and figure out where it's came from. It's all from the ground. For instance, the fruit blend has apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and date. And that is it. All right, that beautiful variety in there. Each and every one of those have beautiful nutritional values on their own, but the fact that they've been put in there together, they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own, which is really amazing. The other thing on the label is there's no warning label. It's just food. All right, unless you're allergic to the orange or the beet, Juice Plus is safe, even if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. This was a massive tick for me because I was still breastfeeding Charlie when I started Juice Plus, and I'd already chopped and changed so many things throughout my diet and supplements that I was taking, so it was brilliant to be able to take this and know that it was safe for him and for me, which was pretty amazing. Beautiful. So they've got those amazing blends in there, and this is all about cellular nutrition. So it's like the oil in the engine. Okay, you've got all those micronutrients in there, the live enzymes, phytonutrients going into your body, and what they're doing is oiling everything and getting it running more smoothly. Okay, so we all absorb things differently. Just like if I ate an apple and my eldest ate an apple, he's going to draw specific things from that apple and they're going to go to work differently in his body. Same with Juice Plus. And that's because inflammation is different in each and every one of us. So for some people, it might be skin, psoriasis, eczema, acne, dermatitis. It could be joint inflammation, arthritis, joint pain, nerve pain. Could be kidneys, liver, gut health. So Juice Plus literally gets in there, gets things running more opulently, and goes to work in the areas where that inflammation is. And so you'll notice it in different ways. Everyone's story is always different, which is amazing. And it's just obviously convenience. All right, we have such busy lifestyles. Government states we should be having 2 and 3 serves of fruits and vegetables every day, and it blows my mind that less than 5% of adults can do that, even less for children. But science suggests we need to be having more along the lines of 9 to 11, and that's just not doable, not each and every day, because things change, lifestyle, kids, all the day-to-day things, and the oxidization in the air and what we're doing. Juice Plus is that perfect little bridge there to make sure that you can get that done, which is amazing. So what I love is, like I said, we've got over 30 studies on that. We've got one ongoing at the moment, and that means when any adult takes Juice Plus, they get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years. So they want to reduce that obesity and that diabetes rate and, get into the children as well. So mums are always putting themselves to last. This means mum gets to take her capsules, sponsor a child for free, and the kids get to either have the fruit and vegetable capsule for free, giving them an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables, or they can have it in a tube. All right, it's the same powder that goes into the capsule, but it's all joined with an all plant-based tapioca. So again, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, no colorings, nothing like that, just beautiful plant-based ingredients. And I don't care how clever you are as a parent, I know that I can definitely not get 17 fruits and vegetables into my children each and every day. It's a struggle to get, 3 fruit into them and 4 veggies on their plate in the evening. Knowing I've got this, no matter what they're doing, going on school camp, going to grandma's for the weekend, if I just send them with their Juice Plus, I feel like I am kicking ass with being a parent. I'm getting it all done. And, it's the same as the adult. They're pouring all that beautiful fresh fruits and vegetables into their bodies each and every day. Like attracts like. So that's going to help your child create that craveability palate at an early stage, wanting more water, wanting more fruits and vegetables, not necessarily looking for the chips, the salty things, the sugar things, the fried things, really, helping them when you're serving up some of those beautiful meals to actually have a go at it. We're seeing in that study already that kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior, respiratory, skin, all these beautiful, amazing things, less sick days for them, less sick days for you, or recovery is a lot better. But that's the micronutrients for both the adult and the child, which is amazing. They're the hero products, and I just think everyone needs to be on those. But obviously you still need to eat. And, you really need to have those 3 to 5 beautiful meals a day. And that can be a juggle. And I know for a lot of people, it's the toast and coffee in the morning, or it's the leftovers. Or it's convenience, pre-packaged things or takeaway. But we do have these amazing complete powders in 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla, over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, and they actually taste good. I've always been a green smoothie semi-fan. I drank it, didn't necessarily want to swallow it. But if I add these now They actually taste good. They've got some natural sugar in there from stevia and sugar cane, equivalent to a banana, so nothing crazy. But then you've got amazing things for like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, chickpea, the list goes on. But it covers your vitamin B, vitamin D, complex vitamin B, niacin. Niacin's an amazing thing that comes from greeny leaves, which is in here, in your vegetable capsules, and that helps with mood. All right, so that helps with depression, anxiety. So we're seeing lots of people be able to reduce their medications and or come off them completely, which is great. So these are amazing, obviously 100 times better than toast in the morning. And if you add the right things, you can definitely use these for a meal replacement, whether it's for weight loss or weight gain. They're not designed for that. They are literally designed as a nutritional drink, but if you add the right things, they can definitely assist with that. Great for the 3 p.m. sugar fix because they really do taste nice. We've got some amazing recipes that you can combine these two. They're great for pre and post workout. And again, safe for the kids, safe for pregnancy, safe for breastfeeding. So they're an amazing thing to keep in your handbag just for when the day gets crazy. And you can make some amazing varieties. We've got like hundreds of versions of what you can create with these. So they're great. So that's your macronutrients. So that's all about fueling the engine. Then there was just one more gap that Juice Plus felt that they needed to bridge. It was coming up quite often in a lot of people's results that they were lacking, and that is omega. So we've been resorting to fish for omega forever, but fish don't even naturally create that omega in themselves either. They literally draw it from algae. So what Juice Plus have gone about creating is a beautiful blend, all plant-based omega. So they've skipped the fish, gone straight to the source. So it's got algae, raspberry tomato seed oil, pomegranate seed oils, safflower, and sea buckthorn, all in a beautiful capsule for us to take, and it's vegan, vegetarian friendly. So they can all take that, which is great, just like the rest of the products. So this is your heart, brain, eyes, joint inflammation, pregnancy, skin, all that again within a beautiful plant-based capsule and oil blend there, which is pretty amazing. And even, the way that they draw these two capsules together is very different because of the oil versus the powder, but they've figured it out, and I just think that's amazing. So that's our products. We don't have some crazy big catalogue, literally just 4. One's for the kids, and it's just about bridging that gap. All right, but what we do also have is when you take Juice Plus just once, you also get supported with an amazing program for free for life, and it's called the Juicy Body Transformation, put together by an amazing team from all shapes of life, but headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick. All right, she's a nutritionist, a mother of 2, runner-up on MasterChef 2014, an absolute foodie. We're constantly adding more and more value to it. It's always changing, always growing. We've got a gourmet cleanse, a detox, hundreds of beautiful recipes around whole foods. It's not boring. It's deprivation-free, no calorie counting. Because let's face it, we all want to make that healthy change, but we just don't know how to. And we've got these amazing, simple recipes that don't keep you locked in the kitchen forever. Helps the whole family create that variety, that rainbow effect. It's educational, it's fun, it's really, really tasty. Something for the blokes, something for the kids. There's chocolate. We've got an 8-week shred, and it starts in a matter of days, which we're psyched about. We run a few of those throughout the year, and that's an absolute kickstart. So if you're someone that needs a real kickstart, wants results straight up, and then you want to keep them, no yo-yo diet, 8-week shred is amazing, and there's a prize pool as well of $3,500 that you can be in the runnings for, which is pretty cool. So that helps you get some weight loss or some muscle tone, whatever it's after, or just get you that healthy lifestyle, and then sets you up for life. So that's brilliant also. So if you're keen to get on that, definitely be chatting to whoever invited you to check this out, that's for sure. So that's our program and products in a nutshell. Now to bring this to life, I'm going to get, who have I got? Candice. Candice is going to share her product story, how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi, Jana. Thanks for letting me share. I've suffered from endometriosis for over 17 years, and this just took a massive toll on my mental health, my physical well-being, and my emotional well-being. Throughout my teens as well as my early 20s, I was diagnosed with IBS, fibromyalgia, and dermatitis. So I was pretty unwell. I was blessed to have 2 children. I've got a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. But with both of those, after the births, especially my last one, the endometriosis that returned was probably the worst that had ever come back. So I also suffered postnatal after the birth of my first child, so I was pretty much a mess, to say the least. I started on the products roughly around 2 years ago now, and they were the capsules and the shakes. And within 2 weeks, I was sleeping better. My mummy brain had gone, and even though I was just having broken sleep, I was just waking up refreshed, which was really, really strange. Within 3 months, my endometriosis pain had gone. I was no longer on any medication, and I was pretty much not taking any pain relief at all. So it was a massive, massive change for me, for myself, for my family, for my whole body. My anxiety and postnatal is much more minimal, and I'm just really excited to wake up each day. It's actually fun to wake up now and experience life. I'll never not be on these products because they've just completely changed my life, and it's just done a complete 360, and just excited to share and help people learn about what the program and what the whole food products can do for them. Thanks, Jana.
No, thank you. Awesome. Beautiful. So, I mean, endometriosis is so common nowadays too. So, and it was it wasn't, I guess they didn't quite understand it quite some time ago, and it was misdiagnosed for a very long time in a lot of people. So it's not nice to hear that Juice Plus and what Whole Foods can do there, that's for sure. Before I just get on to the next bit, I just wanted to maybe share a couple of things that I got out of it, because I was the skeptic. I was putting every fruit and vegetable into my body all the time. I was a huge advocate of whole foods, but clearly my body just wasn't drawing those nutrients out of there. So I was very, very tired. Like I said, I was falling asleep, putting my kids to sleep at 7:30 at night. But what I also got from pregnancy was a bulged disc at my L5, which created that sciatic nerve all down my left side, and I'd had that for almost 5 years when I started Juice Plus. And it was funny, about the 6-month mark, someone asked me how I was going, because I was medicated for that. And I hadn't been taking my medication for quite some time, and I hadn't noticed my sciatic nerve, because this meant that I couldn't sit for too long. It meant that I couldn't stand for too long. It was a part of the reason why I was getting so tired. And for me, the second thing also was my skin. I used to suffer so bad from acne, especially menstrual acne, and I'd be, with makeup. I'd have makeup caked on every day, purely just to cover that, and it was such a self-esteem thing. I very rarely wear makeup now, unless we're going somewhere very, very special. And my confidence, because I didn't realise how much it was affected, purely because I was worried about what people were looking at when I was talking to them and so forth, which is pretty huge for me anyway. But then it was my kids was the biggest thing. They both suffered heavily from croup, which was developing into baby asthma. And we had 3 winters of it with Jacob: hospital visits, ambulance visits, GP, steroid medication, preventative asthma pump. And it's very scary when they get croup. You're holding them upright, you're trying to help them breathe. They can't get air in, they can't get air out. It's their voice box. And it's just a really horrible and very scary situation. And I had that ongoing for so long with Jacob. It was a vicious cycle. But 4 months in, there was no sign of it, and that was winter. He's been now winter free of that for 2 years. This is the 3rd winter now. So that for me is one of the biggest things, is if it can help your child in any way, then it's going down his throat. So I'm just going to touch on a couple of things before we hear from Kylie. And like I said, and I've mentioned it a couple of times, it was the skepticism for me that came, and it wasn't because I was worried about one of those pyramid scams or anything like that. It was pure because I knew they were illegal. They were illegal back in the 1970s. But what I was worried about was I was getting into one of those structures well, my family were, where I'd be doing all the work because I was a workaholic. So for me, this was a huge step back once I did this business in some ways. I've always done 2 jobs or been juggling my life, and they just didn't want me to be, working for someone sort of, sitting pretty at the top and me doing all the work. But when I thought about it, that's literally traditional business. Even when I owned my restaurant, but I was at the top, but I was doing a lot of the work. But mind you, once you get to a stage with that business, I could probably be sitting pretty and let them do all the work. But when you think of the big companies like Safeway and Coles, they've all got their CEO at the top. Various promotion levels from the board of directors down to estate managers, area managers, site managers, section managers. But what we normally see is the beautiful people stocking the shelves, putting through our shopping. And for a lot of people, that might be their first job ever. It might be there just to help them while they're doing VCE, while they're doing uni, a bit of extra pocket money. For some people, this is their career. This is what they want to do. So, they might be upskilling within that company to try and get to the next position, or they might even have their eye set on the top position. But you know what? In traditional business, you need to do that for a good 30, 40 years. Keep upskilling, making sure that you're the shining light over everybody else, elbowing and kicking to keep winning those positions, keep applying, doing your resume, upgrade, always, trying to batter yourself to keep getting up that chart. When I came in from Department of Defence to Department of Human Services, I jumped in over all those people. So they didn't open their arms to me and help me learn this new position, show me where the brew room is or the toilet. They didn't want anything to do with me. I'd taken their position from them and skipped all these other levels. So they didn't want anything to do with me. And even if one of these guys did win these positions there, the same thing sort of happens. These guys get cranky with them and you're feeling a bit guilty for winning it. But even in the Safeways, none of those jobs are, set in concrete. We're seeing less of these people now, more of these electronic tellers. Why? Because we're doing a lot of shopping online nowadays. So these guys are being told they need to go to another store, they need to start doing our shopping for us or deliver it, or they need to look at some of these middle range jobs, or they need to go and find a new job. So I just don't, I think this is really messy. I mean, sure, here I had a good wage, a great wage, but I had absolutely no balance between home and life. I would take leave at the opposite times when my husband would, and when I felt sick, or when my kids were sick, I'd be feeling guilty for calling in sick to work, guilty for putting my kids back at care too quickly. It just wasn't working. With this, the structure's like this. Our top position's NMD, National Marketing Director. We come into this business for a one-off yearly fee of $165. That's our liability, our insurance, and our virtual office that we can run from our phone from anywhere. We give customer care, we refer an amazing program and product. They put money in our bank account on a monthly basis for doing so. Pretty cool. Yes, we've got various promotion levels, but when we all come into this business, even if we are the CEO of this company here, we all start off as a virtual franchisee. All right, we all start there. You can't skip any. And when we start off here, someone links arms with you. They sponsor you, they nurture you, they help you and guide you to each and every one of the positions heading up towards NMD. So if you wanted just $500 a month, we would work with you, guide you, map it out, help you hit that $500 a month. Because some people just come in just wanting the product cheaper, just to get through shopping, just to say yes to more, go to a restaurant once a week, and that's perfectly fine. This person might want $2,000 a month. Again, we'd map that out, show them, share with them what worked for us, what didn't work for us. We've got amazing processes, scripts, all these beautiful things to help you and guide you. The blueprint is already there, ready to go. If you want 15, that's less than that. Let's say $5,000. Again, map it out, help you get there. If you want 20,000 and so forth, yes, 20,000, keep going, whatever. We all get that opportunity to grow our business all the way to NMD. There is not one person sitting pretty in our organisation. The way that this is all set up is a really amazing way. When we get to NMD, yeah, we're at a good wage, but you can keep growing this as big and as wide as you want just by helping people do the same. Stay hot on your heels and help them duplicate exactly what you did. The thing that I was worried about in this business when I did start was I didn't think I'd know enough people. I'd come from the Defence Force where I'd had a secret clearance, so I hadn't been using social media, hadn't heard of Twitter. Well, I'd heard of it but never used it, and I didn't have an Instagram account. I didn't know that many people, and I didn't have very much time. I was working full-time. How were they going to do this? Lauren, the girl that introduced me to the... I'm turning her into a 4, but that's Lauren. She showed me how to share it on social media with friends and family, with work colleagues, gym buddies, netball friends, mums, whoever was around me. Not all at once, just slowly as I was building up my confidence. So I found a few beautiful people that wanted to jump on the program and product. But what I also found was 3 awesome people that wanted something more. I found Lindsay, she had a family of 5. How was she going to get all 5 of them on the product? She could see the value in the product. But then I told her, how about, you do what I do, get it a bit cheaper. Share it with a few people, possibly get it for free. So she jumped on board. Catherine had amazing results at the 2-month mark doing an 8-week shred. Shared that on Facebook and it went viral. She wanted me to respond to everybody. And I said, how about I show you? You're struggling to stay on the product and buy nappies on a weekly basis. How about I show you and you get a bit of extra money? And then I had Steph. She was the love bug. She just wanted to share it with everyone. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner and just wanted to share it. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Share it with a few friends and family, nap them crazy, and the same thing happened. They found some people that wanted their product cheaper, wanted a holiday fund, wanted a shoe fund, whatever it was that they came in and they saw this opportunity for. And these girls did the same thing, duplicated, showed them how to share it with a few friends and family, and it just started popcorning out all organically, supernatural, no shooting and stretching and pressurizing anybody. Who did Lauren know at the beginning? She didn't even know me. I found her on social media. All right. So, and since then, all these other beautiful people have come along because we just cared enough to share. And that is literally it. It's just a beautiful way to do business. So now I'm going to grab Kylie. Kylie's going to share with us how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's either had or looking forward to with the product and program, and why the business made sense to her.
Okay. So for about the last 10 years, my health hasn't been the best. I've been prone to yearly chest infections and ear infections, and I could be heard coughing day and night. Didn't stop. Cough, 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 cough. My energy levels were low, and I've had uncontrollable emotions. So like one minute I can be crying, and the next minute I was ready to rip someone's head off. And on top of that, my doctor's now suggesting that I may now have asthma as well, which has pretty much peed me off. So about 12 weeks ago, I said out quite loud to my family that I just basically refused to be sick anymore. So that's when I started looking around and came across Juice Plus, and I'd been watching Jay's posts on her Facebook page and just reached out to her. Since starting the capsules and following the JBT program, I've lost weight. I sleep really well now, which is probably the first time ever. I wake up feeling refreshed. I'm not getting more sleep. I'm just getting better sleep. I probably actually get less sleep and feel much more refreshed. I reckon I've gained an hour each day. My coughing has dramatically decreased, and I'm a lot less emotional than I was before. Also feel happy and quite stable now. I can now do more things of the things I love. Only last week I did a 14-kilometre hike with my daughter at Carnarvon Gorge without having to stop every 10 minutes to catch my breath and actually breathe. We even overtook people, which is something that hasn't happened to me in a very long time. Juice Plus made sense to me because it aligns to my whole food beliefs and understanding of how the body absorbs and utilises nutrients from real foods. I've always loved juicing fruits and vegetables and that buzz it gives you, but didn't do it often enough because it just takes time to juice, and then the cleanup is just hell. And on top of that, you can't store fresh juice that you've just juiced because it loses it for very long. It loses its nutrients. As soon as you open a piece of fruit, it immediately starts to lose any nutrients it has there. So what the Juice Plus capsules means is that I can still get that buzz, from the power of juicing, without the mess and all the loss of nutrients. The business to me hasn't really been about the money. Yes, the extra money that I hopefully will generate will be helpful to do things that I can't do now. But I have a full-time job that I actually do enjoy, and I get paid pretty well there. So to me, it's another thing. What the business has allowed me to do is fill another dream that I've had for a very long time, and that's to help people be happier and healthier with their lives. I have studied natural therapies in the past, but I've never had really the right time to start a business in that area. But coming into the Juice Plus stuff, this time feels right for me. So I'm putting all my energy into it, still working, of course, full time in my traditional job. And I'm hoping to build on top of the bills, continue to build the business. And then, when I'm ready to retire early, I can then spend the rest of my days traveling around Australia doing the other things I love to do, getting out and seeing things, and still be able to have an income.
Oh my God, that was amazing. You are amazing, and I just hope that you just keep seeing more and more results with these products, and you just get it, and you just get it too. And I can feel what you're saying and exactly what you want to do with it. It's just an amazing thing. If you can share it with just, one person a month or every couple of months, that's going to be an amazing thing for you to do as well, emotionally and physically and mentally all in one. So congratulations, Kylie. I'm so excited. I know Jay is, and she's sitting there all proud as much listening to you. And I'm actually going to hand it over to Jay now, who's going to share the last part of our event too. So well done, Kylie.
Thank you.
And Jay, I'm going to hand it over to you, babe.
How are you? That was awesome, Kylie. So proud of you. Just goes to show, everyone, this business can benefit everyone. Doesn't matter if you've got a job you love. Kylie's, excited to build up her retirement fund. So, yeah, completely different story to me, but I'll tell you a little bit about my story as I go along. So now I get to talk about the fun side of the business, which is the money side. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. In the business, we actually get paid 3 ways. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've never in my life been paid 3 ways. It was only ever a wage, and that was weekly. I'd never, ever heard of a bonus. A bonus to me was maybe a Christmas party at the end of the year. I didn't know what bonuses meant. So for me to get paid 3 ways, it's been really amazing. So the first way we get paid is a retail. So any product that we sell, obviously we get a retail back for that. On top of that, every time we go up a level in the company, we get a new promotion, we get paid a commission, and that raises every time. So that's really exciting. And then comes in the bonuses, which I'm going to show you how some of our bonuses work. When you're first getting started in the business, it's a really, really good incentive for you to push and get to those different levels. Obviously, you're going to always be paid the retail commission, and as you go on, that's when the residual income starts. But the bonuses are really exciting to get you started. So the first position, that most of us really aim for, I'm going to use a lot of acronyms, by the way. It doesn't matter what they are. I just do it because then I know what I'm talking about. So the first level that you come into our company as is, or like Janice before, we all start as a veteran franchisee, but then the first promotion is SDVF. And when you come into this level, when you hit this level, you get a $400 $400 bonus. Not only do you get the $400 bonus, but also the person that taught you how to get there gets that $400 bonus. So as you go along and you build your own team, you're getting a $400 bonus every time you help one of your team get there. I think that's a really, really cool part about this business. Jana showed before, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's more like an open box. Everyone can achieve what they want within this business, and it's unlimited. The potential is unlimited. And the reason that, we all love each other so much, we all want to build everybody up and take everybody with us. And, we all get rewarded for teaching the person under us. So, why wouldn't you? It's so exciting. And to see people succeed, like for me to watch Kylie just share her story and actually, launch her business, it's so more exciting than telling my own story. So, it's, you've got so much support in this business. So the next level is SC, and when you get to that level, you get a $600 bonus. Once again, the people that you teach along the way also get a $600 bonus. The level after this, you really start coming to leadership here, and you start to get some really big bonuses and some good money. This one is $1,200. And again, everyone you teach, or the person that taught you, gets a $1,200 bonus. Next level is, well, that was SSC, sorry, I didn't say that. The next level is a QNMD, and then our pinnacle position, which is NMD. Sorry, my writing's really terrible tonight. So this QNMD promotion, when I got here, this is where I'm sitting currently. When I got here, I got $1,500 bonus. The person who taught me also got a $1,500 bonus. Now, I've taught people under me. Whenever they got there, I got the $1,500 bonus. So, it's really, really exciting for not only yourself to get there, but to bring your team with you. So I'll tell you a little bit about my story now, before I pass it back to Jan to finish. I came into the business a few years ago. Like I said, a completely different story to Kylie. I was a single mum. I was literally struggling to put groceries on the table every week. I didn't know how I was going to improve that situation. I just knew there had to be a better way. And I've seen so many posts about online businesses and network marketing, and I didn't have that belief. I was one of those people that was skeptical, had no idea what it was about. I don't know why I was so skeptical because I didn't understand it. So I took a little bit of time out, and I reached out to Lauren as well, and asked her, what it was about and what it all meant. So, I started having a bit of a chat with her, and I didn't even know, I had no idea really what I was doing. I was like, I just knew that there was a better way, and I had to do it. So I jumped on board, and I just started doing it, and whatever she told me to do, I would do. So I hit every single goal along the way. I got all the promotions. Like I said, I was a single mum, and I'd been a single mum since I was very young. I was 20. So I never went to uni. I never had that great career life. I never knew what it was like to hit promotions and really feel like you had that career and something to work towards. I thought I was just going to be forever living off government benefits and working. I was working, but the more I worked, the more fees I had to pay at daycare as well. So I was just fighting that constant battle, I guess, going round and round in circles. So this was all really, really exciting to me. And then as I, got more and more into it, I realised how amazing the product was. And I really, really found my little niche in the world. I think I always knew I wanted to help people, but I never knew how. I never knew how I was going to do that. So when this business came into my life, it just started aligning with all my beliefs and met so many other needs apart from financial things. So to have people like Jana on my, our businesses don't have anything to do with each other's, but I know that I can call her and, she's always there to help me and vice versa. So like I said, not only is the money really cool, but to get those relationships and those connections is probably the best part for me. So, 3 years in now, I'm second position from the top of the company. And I've been able to do some really cool things along the way. I've travelled. I've actually just bought a brand new car, which is pretty exciting. My eldest girl went to private high school. She's now travelling the world. She's in Canada for 2 months, so she's not doing. She's doing online schooling now. But that's a great thing. We have the privilege of doing that. We can choose to do that now, and we plan on doing much more travel. So to say that it's changed my life is just an understatement. But there's just so many different ways it's changed it. Yeah. So I could talk all day, but I better not. I'll give it back to Jana, who is going to finish up for you. And she'll tell you a bit about her story too.
My story was at the start. Yours just killed it. Thanks for doing that. You're amazing. And she lies. We do have a lot to do with each other. We just don't have any financial attachment. Like, I would not survive without beautiful relationships like Jay and then helping other people come up or sideways and upways and wherever they come from. But that's what's the beauty of this. There's lots of companies out there like us, and if you knew them in the next street, that'd be like your your enemy. Like you want to like get out to everybody in the street before they do. This is so different. You just want to go link arms with that person because you know they're doing juice class with you, and you want to grow this and share it on a bigger level. And that's why I love this as well. So that is a wrap. We've covered everything the amazing Kylie has launched. We've had some beautiful people share. So massive thank you to everybody. Thank you for those that have jumped on and supported Kylie tonight. Whether you are watching this live or in a recording and we didn't get all your questions answered, we've tried to jam as much as we can into 45 minutes without boring you. Hopefully you've got what you needed. If not, if you're like me and you've still got lots of questions, please reach out to whoever it was that invited you to take a look. All right, if it may not be for you, but think about the people around you. And it might not be for you now, but it might be for you later. But it's definitely an amazing product, program, and opportunity here, an amazing community, a great chance for you to take care of your health or to grow your confidence or self-belief in yourself. Lots of amazing things that come along with this opportunity. But a massive thank you for jumping on and watching tonight, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon.